This is the type of project that I would like to be. I would have liked, like a larger studio to take on, but I feel like that artistic vision gets lost as soon as you start dealing with like corporate AAA projects. Like I don't think that this would never have gotten made or even approved at a AAA studio because they don't want to take risk on projects like this.
No.
But this is what, if you listen to the community, this is what they want. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kal.
Woo, I'm Ghost.
How long is it gonna take you? Why do you have to take so long? Every damn time.
Because man, I need to let the cow settle in. Why are you counting the seconds? You my man over there counting toes. 1, 2, still ain't say nothing. 3.
You know that's just gonna end up. I have to see the waveforms.
No, you don't. You have to see anything. Just leave it in there. You ain't gotta cut it.
Anyway.
Let it be authentic.
Anyway, Tokyo Extreme Racer was announced.
Let's go.
It's kind of funny because I did not see
So
like
excited.
any like major outlets talk about this unless I missed it.
I'm your major outlet.
Yeah, you actually
So excited.
Okay, so yeah, IGN.
You have no idea.
Oh no, this was the 99 version. I was looking to see if they had mentioned anything about the return of it, but no. So
Tell you what.
yeah, this is a game that I did not expect to be
hype. Go ahead. Don't matter.
I didn't expect
Just
to be
ad-libbing, man.
coming
Go ahead.
back at all. I played this game like man, I was a kid. Played on the
Years.
Sega Dreamcast.
Bro, you just said 1999.
yes.
You said 1999.
Yes, I
There
know.
are people that are listening to this wasn't even alive when this game was out. That's crazy.
We'd only acknowledge things that happened from 99 and back. In 2000s, we don't really care about that.
I'll tell you right now, I'm so pumped about this though. I'm so excited. I can't freaking contain
Well,
it.
tell us
how
why,
excited
Ghost.
am
I
that
mean,
this
you
is coming
love
back.
racing. You love racing.
Because I'm telling you right now that this is one of the games that got me into cars in general way back on the original one. And what's wild enough about this is all the other kind of tie-ins from like different animes. So I gotta say I'm pretty upset with you. But that's just being honest. Because you got me thinking the other day when we were talking about Wangan Midnight. And I don't know how far you got into the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, but there's 2 cars in there. One that is the Blackbird. It is a very, very famous car. And then there's another one. Wow, can't talk. Called the Devil's Z. And both of those cars are actually real life cars that were that inspired the Wangan Midnight anime.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
And I
they're
also have
actual
not
real
seen
cars.
that anime either, so might need to check that out. When did the anime
Absolutely
come out?
fantastic. In the late 90s. It is
okay.
absolutely amazing. You can only watch it in Japanese. Don't you dare watch it in English.
I don't watch any anime in
It is
English.
it's
than Dragon Ball.
absolutely fantastic, but it's so much better in Japanese, though. Not the point, but this is the game that got me into cars, that got me into the quote-unquote street racing craze. And then what's actually really interesting about this, and a lot of people may not know this, and turn some people onto some emulators. So not only did it really kind of emulate the midnight kind of street racing scene, at the popularity of this, they also came out with a branch of the series, and it was Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift, where they actually went up through the mountains and you would Teuge drift down the mountains, which was absolutely an amazing game as well. If anybody out there has played it, get in the comments. I want
Do
to
you
talk
think
to you
that-
about it. An amazing part of my childhood.
Do you think that's why people think that Carbon was so good? It's because it's kind of like, because they did have those drift races through the mountains, and I'm wondering if that's why people like loved
He was
Carbon so much, but don't realize that they might have been biting off of like the Tokyo Extreme Racer series.
I tell you what, there's like that Need for Speeds thing, like that era of Need for Speed was really good because they were riding off that high of Underground. But I never really played Carbon. That's just me being honest about it. I didn't really kind of get into it, but probably. I mean, it was an amazing series. Like for somebody that likes racing games like Gran Turismo, absolutely amazing. I've dumped hundreds of hours into it.
And Project Cars,
F1,
you've
you and
done
I,
F1,
Project
yeah.
Card, like a lot of the racing games,
5. Yeah.
right, 5, 3. If it's racing, I'll definitely give it some attention. Even going into like dirt and things like that, an amazing rally game for you old school racers. Colin McRae Rally Racing, absolutely an amazing game back in the day as well. But if you want, I just want to throw some tunes on. I want to roll up on somebody, hit the headlights, and bang race. There is nothing like Tokyo Extreme Racer.
Right. And speaking of like, this series, I talk about another series that's being made. I think it was made by at least one developer, or started with one developer, but I believe they're building a team right now. There's a game on Steam called Nightrunners Prologue.
Absolutely an amazing game too.
Yeah, did you find that, or did I find that and brought it to you?
Weirdly enough, we're not going to speak about this individual, but there was a gentleman that used to be around us that talked about it a couple of years ago, and supposedly, now you guys can fact check this, I can be completely wrong because I'm going off of memory here, back in like the COVID era, it was supposed to come out on consoles, but I think they moved over to just straight PC. But absolutely an amazing, weird, I'm just gonna kind of back up right here. I love the fact that game is not with up-to-date graphics. I love the grittiness of that game.
Well, actually, I think it's like a mixture of like the so-called graphics is actually like the style that they're going for. Like, because when you start the game, like you get that CRT TV
so
aspect
cool,
ratio, and I just love like seeing that TV, and plus they play like these like really weird blurry backgrounds, and it's like the sound, like it's got like different kind of like soundscape songs going over, and then you see like the now loading, like it's such a nostalgia kick just to see that stuff. And then like just the simplicity of it, yet it's so incredibly stylish, because this is the type of project that I would have liked, like a larger studio to take on. But I feel like that artistic vision gets lost as soon as you start dealing with like corporate AAA projects. Like, I don't think that this would never have gotten made or even approved at a AAA studio, because they don't want to take risk on projects like this. No. But this is what, if you listen to the community, this is what they want.
I tell you. And you know what's something they're doing on that game that I mean, it warms me to the absolute core. I love that they do this, because obviously it's underground street racing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They blur out people's faces.
Yeah, I love that.
When they're doing, like, they're showing the cars, they blur out license plates.
Yep.
Like, even when they're doing the calls, like, it's all kind of cryptid. You really don't know who's talking. Like,
and then you get the call on your little, like, I don't know what phone that is, but it's like the
it's a freaking Motorola Razr.
It's amazing. And then, like, you can, like, when you change the music while racing, like, the phone flips up and, like,
done.
You know, my favorite part of this, it's so small, but right before, like when you're lining up, right before this race starts, like you can feel your character's breathing escalate, and you can hear the heartbeat start pounding, right? It's like that adrenaline is kicking in.
Such a good design.
Oh my God! You talking about getting hype before a race? This is how you do it.
You and I talked about it the other day. But even the little subtlety of, like, when you get up into like third and fourth gear, how the screen pulls back a little bit.
Yes,
it just gives you more of that element of speed.
Right.
Like, and it's so subtle where you're like,
and like the walls are like shrinking in.
Yes,
like
I'm in.
And then
so
on top of that, like when you reach, I notice again, like when you reach high speeds, like the engine sound dies out. It dies out, and all you hear is the bass and like the whooshing sounds of cars flying by you. this is what I want.
Telling you,
we can't get on like consoles. We gotta wait for people to themselves to say, F it, I'll do it myself. That's what we're banking on now.
I'm telling you right now, and y'all can mark my words, that game comes out, I'm dumping 100 hours into it as quickly as possible. I am like a dope fiend of waiting to get a fix. Like, I am so excited about this. I don't care which one drops first. They're both getting a couple hundred hours dropped
absolutely.
into it.
They're both getting purchased.
I'm going what LeBron calls 0 dark 30. Don't call me. Don't text me unless you're on the game. And if you're in chat and you playing something else, keep that shit to yourself. I don't want to talk about it. I'm telling you right now, I'm in. Strapped in. What is that? Is that 10 toes down? Oh yeah, on business.
Man said, don't even talk to me unless you're already on the game and in my game.
I need to know what corner you're at, and I need to see headlights because we're about to race.
I did on their Kickstarter page, like they did have like a what do you call it? Like a timeline, like a roadmap of like things that they will continue to work on depending on the amount of funding they get. Multiplayer was like the last one, which is fine because you absolutely need a considerable team to make that happen. I saw that I was actually really willing. Like I was just like head over heels for it. Like I need this made. I would absolutely dump whatever the end roadmap was, whatever amount of money you needed to get to the end. I would dump it straight in there because I want this game now.
there is, because you and I talk about this. Need for Speed is not a bad game, right? Like there are some nice things about the last one. There's some bad ones too. But I really, and it could just be me, you guys could flame me in the comments, I don't care. But I really do feel like there is a niche that needs to be met with just, you know what? You and I talk about, and this is what I can compare it to. Like COD back in the day. I want to go talk shit to you all day and be like, bet, keep that static when we line up. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And I just want to be able to talk smack, be like, your car sucks. You're a crappy driver. You ain't nobody. Why don't we race for pinks? And I'm taking all that. Like, that's what I want to do.
I want the culture, but in the game. Like, I want to feel like I'm actually part of a racing community while in the game. Like, the part of, like, in Nightrunners, like, the part of you walking around, like, in the parking lot, like, looking for somebody to race. Like, just imagine that setting, but, like, kind of like the way NBA 2K has it with their, like, their, what do they call
the My Career and the
like
court.
The My Career, like your court, but just take that and put that in the like the Need for Speed setting where you can like kind of like a COD lobby and y'all just
oh yeah, well that's what they do on Nightrunners. You pretty much pull over to like a rest stop and you walk around and be like, I bet you that S13 can't get it, and you like, bet, well, let's run.
Right. And
all of a sudden you get your your cheeks clapped by something you didn't realize I was a sleeper. I'm telling you, my blood pressure goes up when I think about this game. I, honest to God, cannot wait. And like I think I told you this earlier, they can release that same game, do nothing different but give it new graphics, and I will. That is a pre-order, and I might buy the freaking Ultimate Gold Double Platinum Edition. I cannot wait for this game. Cannot wait.
If you are just as excited about this project as Ghost, I will link the Kickstarter in the description below if you want to keep tabs on where they're at. Right now, they're as far as their roadmap goes, they have made it to 80,000 pounds.
Let's go.
Which means it's like a drifting map that they'll be working on. They got 4 more tiers here, and the last tier being 200,000 pounds, and they'll have multiplayer after launch. But
let's go.
The next tier after the drifting map would be usable gas stations.
Let's go all the way.
Also, another thing that
It's on my next promotion.
Another thing that I saw was like if you give like a certain amount of money, which I thought was cool. Like if you gave 225 pounds, your name would be visible at parking areas, and if you gave them 650 pounds, an AI racer would be named after you. just some
That's it.
some great incentives actually to, you know, if you were really interested in this project.
I'll tell you what, you link that to me right now. We get both in the game. The wife ain't gonna be happy about it, but when I see my name come
is
across,
not gonna be
Blade,
happy about any of that.
we gonna be lit. It's gonna be great, dude.
But those are great incentives. I really like that. But yeah, I hope the best for this team. I can't wait to play the game at launch. Let me check the Kickstarter real quick.
And even if it's trash, still gonna play it. Still gonna be hype about it.
They got the private beta access will be available April 2025.
Can't wait.
If you want
Taking the day off.
If you want private beta access, I believe it's £15.
That's it.
Or 65. A full game private beta access is £65.
Okay.
So that's 1 month before release. If that's what you want. So, any last
That's
thoughts,
better than
Ghost?
me getting it 3 days early. Bet. You start squirreling some way, some cash. Don't tell the wife. She's gonna be like, "What the hell is that?" Be like, "Don't worry about it, woman." And then that's when I don't play the game anymore.
Right. Because she's gonna snatch your heart straight out.
Yeah, absolutely. All 4'11" of her.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Next year is going to be absolutely insane for gaming.
It's gonna be
There's just
fantastic.
So
I cannot
much
wait.
good stuff coming out. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for listening. Let us know in the comments what you're excited about, if you've even heard of this game, and let us know in the comments if you're excited about it as Ghost.
Yep, I'll tell you right now. Get in the comments. We can talk about it. Totally in. 100%.
But make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an episode, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Deuces.